So trouble in paradise, or should I say trouble in Mardi Gras, all right? Apparently, Zion Williamson family is not happy with the New Orleans Pelicans, who recently made a coaching change in which they're getting rid of Stan Van Gundy after 1 year. Not going to get to see the future of Zion, Brandon Ingram and company. He is up out of there, apparently due to coaching and vision differences throughout that New Orleans Pelicans organization that apparently is a mess right now. I want to read to you guys an excerpt from an article out of The Athletic in regards to Zion Williamson's family not being happy with their prized possession in New Orleans right now, all right? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment box below quickly here. Here's what The Athletics wrote. But for most of the season, certain Zion family members voiced their displeasure within the organization. Among the targets of their criticism was Van Gundy, who they felt was too rigid and demanding as a head coach, but also within the organization, which they claimed did not live up to what they felt like should be the standard for a star like Williamson. Numerous opposing league executives had heard the complaints, and they were confirmed by Pelican officials. I can tell you this, as somebody who's covered the game all year, we heard about it. I heard about it. I heard multiple reports and people are talking behind the scenes. Multiple reporters that I follow and I trust. This has been something on the record. We knew the Stan Van Gundy experiment wasn't working in New Orleans. They didn't like it. The team didn't respond to Stan Van Gundy's mechanisms of coaching. Maybe that worked 10 years ago, but y'all know every single day it feels like our world is changing by that much. And if it's that much every day, that means the world is changing a lot on us. And those old ways of coaching, yelling at your guys and thinking they'll respond, not connecting with them personally, not understanding the music that they're listening to and certain rules and restrictions. I get it, but I feel like there needs to be balance. Like one thing that used to piss me off, and I'm not saying this is what Stan Van Gundy did, but I just want to use it as an example. One thing that used to piss me off more than anything is when my parents would ask me to do something and I'd ask the question, why? Now, off face value, the why sounds like a disrespectful question to ask your parents, right? When the answer was because I said so, I always just got frustrated. For me, it's like, okay, obviously you could say because I said so to anything, but are you using this whatever's going on in our household to teach me? I will never hit my kids with the because I said so, because I think it takes bonding with your kid. I think it takes being relatable, understanding your kid, understanding your players, understanding your relationships. If you're a boss, understanding your employees, what they like, they don't like, what buttons to push, which ones not to push, right? And I think you could do all those things and still have authority of a room. Apparently, some of those things were not going on in New Orleans. As we see, Stan Van Gundy's out. That's one move. Now, I don't know if that's the right move. All I would say is this. As the Pelicans open up their search for a new coach, this will be the third coach for Zion Williamson in as many years. That's not good. And now it's like you could have went in a direction. One of my family members thinks the Pelicans should have went with Mike D'Antoni. I told him in response, I was like, yeah, the thing is with D'Antoni, who's in Brooklyn right now as an assistant under Steve Nash, the thing is we know D'Antoni's got a history of saying forget defense altogether. He'll get the most of you out of your offensive talent as an offensive talent, but what we've seen from D'Antoni coach players is they never buy into defense. Every now and then you'll find one like a PJ Tucker or a Clint Capella, but more times than not, the stars don't ever buy in to playing defense throughout their career, right? Here's the thing. I got to be real with y'all. Apparently Zion, the opposite happened. Like Stan Van Gundy was preaching defense, but he was so harsh, it ended up turning Zion and the Pelicans off anyway. So maybe you could have just went with, for that, you probably could have just went with D'Antoni, and at least you'd be great offensively. The Pelicans were the worst fourth quarter team, from my eyes, in the NBA last year. I don't know if it was statistically that, but they blew a lot of leads late in games. And with D'Antoni, I feel like either you're going to be up 40 points or down 40 points. No in-betweens with Mike. And I don't think this team would have lost as many leads. They probably would have made the playoffs, if you want me to be real with you. Now, they would have been a first-round exit, but they probably would have made at least a play-in. You know, shout out to Zion and his family. We'll see what happens here. A lot of people speculating that when Zion's time comes to re-sign his extension in New Orleans, he will decline it and become a restricted free agent. Now, remember, at that time, the Pelicans will still have the rights to re-sign Zion, but if he plays it the right way, his days in New Orleans could be a lot less than what they would be if he opts to re-sign. He'd be one of the only rookies, the only rookie to ever do that on that rookie extension. Most guys sign that rookie extension. All right, y'all stay tuned. Next video, we're talking about Luka Doncic. He's up for that rookie extension this summer. $200 million is what he can make. Will he sign it? As there are now issues with another young star, this one in Dallas. Stay tuned.